Three, two,
Your host, right?
one. Yes. Hello, and welcome to the No Name Podcast and everything. Thank you for joining us this week. I'm your host for today, Manny. Whoa.
Oh, I'm Rick. I'm your co-host for this week. Uh,
Ah. Okay, I got this again. Hello, and welcome to another episode of the No Name Podcast. I'm your host for this week, Ricky, along with I'm running out of code things now. Great. Ah. Um. Oh, who cares? My co-host for this week, Manny.
yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. What's up? I got it down.
And all that stuff. We thank you for joining us. For those you don't know, I'm mumbling today for some reason. Um, you can catch us every Wednesday at 10 a.m. on YouTube, Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and all other audio services around the world, and all that stuff. First things first, to get everything going, because we are recording this on a technically late Tuesday night. If you count 9 p.m. is late for us, maybe. Um, Manny, how
We're
you?
recording you.
We're recording it
Um,
not very late than usual. Uh,
yeah.
Manny, how's your week? How has been your
It's
week?
been it's been pretty good. It's been pretty you know, pretty jam-packed. Pretty jam-packed. I've been really busy. Um, Molding around getting things
Excuse me.
put together. A lot of behind the scenes stuff that I can't disclose as of right now. But things are getting put in the works. It's gonna be really fun. Really fun. Right.
Okay, okay,
Get things put together.
okay,
Things are happening.
okay.
Hey, I'm up to something. No, if you watch Pat McAfee, you get that reference.
Oh man, I gotta start watching this stuff again. Honestly, I miss watching it.
Did you see the video I sent you?
I
Oh, that was from Hammer Down. That was from
it's
Hammer Down.
still Pat McAfee stuff and everything like that. Even
Yeah.
though it's everyone else. I saw it and then I was like, this ain't real. And lo and surprise, when it got to the part, I was dying laughing, and I was like, "Yo, I was right."
It was
Uh,
hilarious.
and I was like, "Oh,
Though.
it's funny as heck." It was funny as heck, and all that stuff. Cause like it's so like how it starts and everything, how it goes. It's like, wait, something from that actually happened, and then it gets
Yeah.
to it. And I'm like, "Yep, I was right. This is it. This is the point. This is the point. This is why I love him so much."
Because it starts off really like
So
it starts off and
serious.
you're like, who's fighting? It's like is yellow shit who's fighting?
It's like Foxy, and then like I forget the other guy's name, but and all that stuff. But no, that was funny as heck. That was a good. That's why I was like when I saw that I was like, I miss watching Pat McAfee. All that stuff. I miss some stuff
Yeah, yeah.
and all that stuff.
Unfortunately, I haven't watched them all. Like, listen,
Your mic, your audio cut out. Just to let you know.
am I
You're,
good? Am I clear?
you're good now.
Okay, smooth good. Um, yeah. I listen to them a lot. I unfortunately don't watch them a whole lot. And by
Mm.
listen to them, I mean YouTube's on and open in my pocket, and I'm just listening to the actual podcast. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I would normally I would watch like the beginning parts before work, because he starts before I start work. At that time, I know
yeah,
he recently changed. His times changed since then. And then like I would have it in the background sort of, but have it low so I don't hear everything. But after work, if I go somewhere, I finish it all. I finish the episode so that way I can listen to it and all stuff. And it was normally during football season that's when I started watch listen to his stuff. And then like when it got to the point of like off season, he talks about other things that got a little more interesting, because like he how he doesn't, I don't want to say he doesn't know most stuff and everything like that outside of football, but it's like and all that stuff. But it's interesting to hear his takes about it and all that stuff of how he sees it
yeah,
and all that stuff, which is why this is why I enjoy and all that stuff. I and then but then like I think it's because like since he started doing like segments on his channel, I just started going to that, and I hate when that happens
oh, okay.
and all that
Like
stuff.
little clips.
Yeah, when he does this, when he breaks them off in segments and all stuff. That's what I fear about. That's what I fear about doing our channel like that sometimes. and all that stuff because everyone will just
Oh,
go to the
okay.
segments and not the whole episode. That's why it's like I've been
Yeah.
hesitant. That's why I've been hesitant on doing stuff like that. Even though we did the reaction parts, but I think that was necessary to do. Um,
Yeah, that's true.
and all that stuff. But everything else is like I don't know yet. All that stuff
Yeah.
and
By the
everything. I
way,
mean, it
Bad
gets some
Batch
views
episode 1, 2, and 3 we're gonna be posting.
this weekend. Oh, which speaking of which, since we're getting to that point, a little bit of housekeeping for those who don't know. Let me get my notepad. 'Cause I had it. I written it down just in case too. Um, you can catch
Yes, yes.
you can catch us on Instagram and TikTok, though we don't post on there as much. Uh, even though we recently
I'll
did.
post some for you guys tomorrow. I'll post some for
Manny
you.
Manny does some stories here and there, and all that stuff.
Yeah, here.
You already know. You already know. You can catch us on YouTube and on all audio services. Which update on that and all that stuff for those who don't know. If you happen to be watching this on YouTube because of the fact that there hasn't been no episodes posted on the audio services, update. I have officially begun working on getting all the other episodes in there. We've gotten up to I got up to episode 45 for now on that. I had a little hardware thing that wouldn't let me do some things and all that stuff, but I got that fixed and we're good to go. So hopefully by Sunday, depending on how the rest of the week gets, all episodes, including today's episode, will be on audio services and everything. And then hopefully I can get back into a weekly rotation of adding that also and all that stuff. Not from then on. But apologies for that. But don't worry, for you audio listeners, you're getting your episodes and all that stuff. A quick note on that, which relates to the next stuff. Are the reaction episodes will not be on the audio stuff. I feel like that's just going to cause some confusion and weird stuff on how getting that all together and all that stuff.
That's a YouTube exclusive.
It's pretty much it's a YouTube exclusive. For now,
Yeah, yeah.
if Lord and forbid is
Mine
something
with
like
the
that.
Patreon. Kidding.
I
I'm
mean,
kidding. It's not.
Lord forbid. I mean, hey, we might do watch alongs and all that stuff for that stuff if we do a
Yeah.
Patreon. Lord forbid and all that stuff. Like, say if it brings meaning of actually putting them on audio stuff. I mean, technically you are getting on the audio because it's on the full episode itself, and already it's at the end of every episode. Our reactions. But if it comes to a point where you just want the reactions in audio form, we'll probably do like a separate thing for it. All that stuff. I don't want to put it all in one thing for the audio stuff.
Makes sense.
And probably have Manny make a new logo for it, so that way it's specifically
Yeah.
No Name Reacts.
I'm glad I did.
No Name Reacts is what I've been saying it how I've been saying it so far. So
I like that.
okay,
Got an idea for it.
and all that stuff. So there's that. Like the other stuff such as more content on the channel. It's coming soon.
coming.
It's coming. We still need to pick a date to do that stuff. We'll figure that out on Monday.
Yeah.
Officially and all that stuff. And last thing, of course, we mentioned it in last week's we talked about it in last week's episode and all that stuff. As you all know, who've watched the show and especially last week's episode, I have officially I guess you can say officially begun regularly stream on Twitch on all that stuff every Friday through Sunday. That's how it's going for now until I feel like I can do more days. There'll be probably an occasional Thursday stream if I feel like it and all that stuff. But Monday through Friday, Friday through Sunday are the actual dates I do stream on Twitch and all that stuff. And how it goes is if I hit a Twitch affiliate and all that stuff, which is the next level to get like where you get like you're able to do bits, subs, and all other stuff and everything like that. Emotes and everything get the emotes and everything. I will stream the Resident Evil games on the month of October. 7 and 8 are confirmed to do those because those are the two ones I do want to play the most. I do have the remake. I do have the remakes of 2 and 3 because they were on sale, and I want to don't lose out on that. Me and Arturo were talking about doing. I think it was 6. I think it's 6 or 5 that has the co-op with it and all that stuff.
I think it's 6.
If it's 6, it's probably gonna be that one. It's if he's down to do it. So and all that stuff. So
Gotcha.
we'll probably do
Fun
that.
game.
We'll probably do that one too. But 7 and 8
Yeah.
are for sure though, because those are the two I do want to play, and that will happen in
By the
the
way, Night Haven
huh
on Twitch.
huh.
I was like, by the way, Nightwings Haven on Twitch.
I was gonna get. Can I get? I was gonna get to that.
Yeah. Oh.
All that stuff. But yeah. Also, our friend Arturo is also looks like he's gonna start streaming. We don't know for sure. He's doing a
He's a
lot of
streamer.
like testing right now at the moment and all that stuff. His thing is
It's in beta.
Nightwings Haven.
Haven.
Yeah, Nightwings Haven and everything. So that's where you can catch him on Twitch. Um, and that's pretty much. But yeah, so but for sure though, if I hit the requirements to get affiliate, 50 followers, stream for 7 days. I think it's 8 hours of streaming, and then an average of 3 viewers. We are already halfway done with them. I am, think 7 short of followers, and we're close to hitting viewers, averaging 3 viewers, which is pretty cool. Because the last weekend of streaming was pretty like the fact that I was like it was averaging out that much, just 2 at least, and like I got higher numbers. We peaked one of them. We peaked at six viewers. I was like, what the heck? Like this is awesome, and all that stuff. And like people can say like, oh, that's only 7. It's not that big. I'm like, you do real like I've been finding this out because I've been doing more research on Twitch and all that stuff and everything. You do realize if you hit the average of 15 viewers, you are in the top 1% of all Twitch. That is
I'm doing pretty good for
crazy.
myself.
That is crazy.
I'm kidding. I don't stream.
What did you say?
I was like, I'm doing pretty good for myself.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I'm
And all that
good
stuff. But that's just crazy though. The fact that if you like just having 15 viewers, or I think like averaging it, you're already at the top 1% of Twitch. That is crazy.
That's insane.
That is crazy. I'm just like, okay. I was like, what? But yeah, but the goal is though, I've enjoying the last couple of weeks of streaming. The fact that like I did because I did a Thursday stream because I wanted to play for Mass Effect and everything because it came out. Friday and Saturday we played some Apex and all that stuff, which was I think Saturdays was the fun one and all that stuff because we tried to do that triple threat challenge and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, we did the
and everything.
shits.
To try to do the triple threat challenge, the game, what's wrong with me tonight?
I'm not sure if triple threat challenge is copyrighted.
I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Why would you do that though? That's like I get it. It's only his thing because like nobody else does it.
Yeah, I mean it's a business thing, so it makes sense.
But it doesn't. That's the thing. Is like that's why I was like, why don't we just give it a shot? Because it's like nobody not because I know it's his thing. Yeah, so it's like I was like, let's just do the challenge and all that stuff. I was like, if the name is copyright or something like that, then we can change it. I don't see that as a problem.
Triple.
And all that stuff. But it's just more of the fact. So the goal was to get a win in Apex, but we play in ranked. We get a win in Fortnite, but in arenas, which is their ranked mode. And then we get a win in Warzone, but we play in quads as a 3-man team and all that stuff. Our first game
and then get a win in Realm Royale.
And then we our very first ranked game, we got second place. And it went downhill from there. It went downhill.
Yeah, spiraling.
And I was like, God.
We got second and fourth.
Second and fourth was our highest placements of all the games we played and all that stuff.
Yeah, and they were back to back.
And it was like it was fun. But I was like overall though, it was like we still had fun at the same time and all that stuff. Like it got to a point where we start playing just like hella different legends that we normally don't play and all that stuff. And it's like, what is happening right now with us?
Yeah, I was playing Wraith.
No, so that was saying something. When Manny was playing Wraith, that was like, oh no, we're going off the grid right now.
I did decent for Wraith. I didn't do good at all. But
yeah, but that one was fun. And then Sunday, I played Mass Effect. But I I think I hit my top was 6 also on that stream also. For that just being playing a single player game too, and the fact I was playing 6 and getting 6 viewers out of
Then
it.
you named your robot too. So that was dope.
I forgot what
Your
I
Twitch
named him.
bot.
What do we I forgot what I named him.
Cornelius Peter
Oh, we'll just call him
Orwell?
Cornelius. Cornelius. We'll just do that for now. Cornelius.
Yeah, Cornelius Peter Orwell the third. Because it's supposed to be
Bartholomew.
C3PO.
Bartholomew, I think it was.
Bartholomew. No, no, because the last one is the one I think you liked her the most. Because I was thinking, oh, C3PO. So I was like Cornelius Peter Orwell the third.
Over the
It's like
third.
kind of
Didn't you? Oh no, Bartholomew was something else. Okay, never mind. I thought you added
yeah,
Bartholomew with it. Okay, Orville makes more sense.
yeah,
Orville makes more sense.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Orville
I just,
is my Kappa robot that's there when he
yeah.
like waves most of the time, but like if I get like a follow or something like that, he'll do like more stuff with it. He'll do more and all that stuff. So for those who are watching or listening to the channel to this right now, if you are interested in checking this out, again, Friday through Sunday, don't be afraid to drop a follow on the channel, so that way it does help me out a lot and everything. And don't be afraid to stop by, say hi in the chat. If not, you're more than welcome to just watch and for that stuff, because that's not. I don't think it's frowned upon. Some people think it is. I don't know why. And
What's fun about?
just watching, or what they call lurking.
Oh, I do that a lot then.
Manny does it a lot. He does. He really does.
Yeah.
I do it. I do it.
I'm
I
like,
do it too. But it's like I watch like the bigger guys, and that's like that chat just goes and all that stuff
yeah,
for the
me
big
too,
people.
most of the time.
Yeah.
I
So
only
it's
watch
like
like 3 people on Twitch. You're one of them. But like, there's two big ones, and then, but like, I don't really like see the comments because at the time I turn it on, so like I'm not gonna be there like, oh, he's behind your back,
yeah,
like that. No.
yeah. So yeah, but if you happen to be watching this, don't be afraid to check out the Twitch channel and all that stuff. So that way, and then like I said, there's a goal to this. Like I said, if I hit affiliate by the end of June, you get to watch me pee in my pants, probably, hopefully, and all that stuff,
Oh,
and scream like a little girl, maybe, all that stuff. But other than that, let's get to.
you should wax your eyebrows if you get there.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'll cut my
Your
hair.
mustache. Get your.
I'll cut my hair.
Oh, you should get a mohawk. That'd be dope.
Not doing that. Been there, done that.
You had a mohawk.
For like
You should get a.
for like 10
You should get a mohawk.
seconds. For like 10 seconds. And I didn't like it after that.
You should get a mohawk.
What the
It's
hell?
just down the middle shapes.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's get on with the stuff that happened with everything we're talking about. Let's start with our first thing, and we're getting to sports. And what is the biggest sport of all in America?
Basketball. Probably.
Exactly. The play-in starting today.
Not the best. The biggest.
I hate you sometimes.
It's-
I was trying to go in with the joke and all that stuff, and then bring up the play-ins. The Warriors are in the play-in. They play pretty much tonight since it's coming out on Wednesday. Play the Lakers, hoping to make the playoffs and everything like that. And then you just go and do that. I hate you so much right now. I hate you. And all that stuff. But anyways, little.
I mean, it's true. If I'm on TV
A
and
little
I
plug.
see NBA or MLR, I'm doing MLR all day.
ML what? Rugby?
MLR, Major League Rugby in the States. The States
Rugby.
version.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or NFL. As long as people collide with each other, I'm okay with it.
Anyways,
I like that.
anyways, since you did bring up football, last week, if I'm sure it was last week, because I feel like we're behind on this. Anyways, the NFL schedule has been released and all that and everything. So football fans rejoice. This is one of the second biggest days, second biggest moments in football in the football year and all that stuff. Besides the season itself, and if you include the draft and everything too, and the combine. I don't know why people watch the combine, in all honesty. Like I used to do it myself, but I never see the.
I don't know why fans do
I
it.
don't know. I've never seen. I've never gotten like. I don't want to say satisfaction or like. I don't see the point of me doing this and all that stuff. It's not like I'm a scout or
Well,
anything
if you're
like
like a
that.
statistics nerd, if you're a statistics nerd,
But
like
that's
a
the thing.
couple of our
Also, I'm
friends,
I'm not a statistics nerd, but it's like the seeing like stats in a way are like kind of cool because knowing that kind of stuff. But when it comes to
yeah,
the combine, I don't. It's like, why do I need to see this? Like, just tell me who's supposed to be
yeah.
like just tell me the players, give me a mock draft and all that stuff. Where does it place on my team, and is it a good fit? That's all I need to know, and everything like that.
Sports Center for
Question, because I don't know if you, because I didn't get to ask this last time, because I don't think we talked about it. Did you watch the draft, this year's draft?
no, did not.
Okay,
I
just one.
watched Pat McAfee watch the draft.
Okay, that even better. That's better. Um. Anyways, so let's get this going. So the schedule has been released. We have our games. We have our opening night game, which I'm trying to find right now because I completely forgot to pull that up. Uh, but obviously, Manny and I have two particular teams. Stuff.
Yep.
Manny being a Steeler fan, me myself being a Raiders fan, and all that stuff. We do have those schedules up for those and all that stuff and everything. But opening night, which is always a Thursday night game before and all that stuff before everything kicks off and all that stuff. It will be the Tampa Bay Bucks at home, showing with Tom Brady, bringing back literally almost everybody in that team that played, which is crazy and all that stuff in itself and all that stuff.
Does NFL have a cap?
As in like a cap space?
Like cap space?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is it like? Oh, is it big though?
I think it is. I don't
I
know.
don't really look at like the whole budget stuff with the NFL.
See, like that
I just
stuff,
kind of watch.
I kind of know and all that stuff, and like that's the stuff I'm like kind of interested in and all that stuff because like
Yeah.
it learns of like, is there a way to get this player? Maybe not. Give me a second, why? Because I just pulled it up right now.
Yeah, because I know. Oh, Warframe installed. No. Uh,
This guy, this guy.
so
So, they're saying the base cap. Manny, quit looking at the PlayStation. Pay attention. Um,
I'm trying to turn it off. It's us, by the way. It's our episode. At the No Name Podcast on YouTube, Spotify, Anchor.
oh my god. So the base salary cap, from what it sounds like, is 182.5 million. If I'm
Oh
reading
wow.
that, if I'm understanding that correctly, this is off profootballnetwork.com. They seem legit
Seems legit.
and all that stuff. But yeah, that's supposed to be the cap space, the total cap space. So it's like it depends. I like these deals. Like I don't. They must. I don't know. Like and also like most of the players that did get signed, like they don't seem like, and no offense to them or anything like that, they don't sound like big players that would probably like sign for more money at a different team if they did and all that stuff. So there's probably ways to get them back and all that stuff, or they were willing to take a pay cut to go to get to do it to repeat with Brady and
To win a
everything.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, to win another Super Bowl. And it's also but like they will but yeah, that Thursday night game they will play against the Dallas Cowboys and all that stuff. And then will this be the year that they finally make it to the Super Bowl? Prescott got
Cowboys?
re-signed, if I'm correct, and all that
Yeah.
stuff. He got paid and everything like that. And who knows? Who knows? And then so but we got that. And then of course, to start off with our teams, Manny begins week 1 against the Bills and everything. My Raiders begin on a Monday night game. We have 4 night games. We have 4
Oh,
primetime
dope.
games. I'm like, wait, what? I was like, you kidding me right now, and all and everything. Like, you kidding me? Like, the Niners are supposed to have a better season than us this year, and we got more primetime games than them. Anyways, our first game
Yeah. Wow.
is a Monday night game, which is not a doubleheader this time around, which is interesting. We play the Ravens
Mm.
for that Monday night game
Y'all got that easy.
on the
Y'all got that easy.
in the new stadium too. So it's like that's gonna be interesting because this is supposed to be the season where fans are back also. So this is gonna be interesting. I mean, now I see why it's a Monday night game on a week one. That makes more sense now and all that stuff. Because I remember when I first saw this, I was like, why do we have Monday night and why are we the only Monday night game on week one and all that stuff? Because it's normally a double header on the first week.
Yeah.
It's the only game on a Monday night, and I'm like, it's us. I'm like, why us? And all that stuff. Like I get Lamar Jackson and everything, but why us? And now it just dawned on me. The new stadium is gonna have fans for the first time and everything like that. It didn't get that opportunity last season. It makes sense now.
You were like, let's have the Ratbirds try it. See what happens.
And then the fact that you add in a team like the Ravens with Lamar Jackson and all that stuff, say what you will, Manning and all that stuff about them, and all that stuff. It makes sense and all that stuff now. It makes sense now. Okay, that makes more sense now to me. I was like, because I was so weirded off by that a bit. I was like, that's weird. So I have this article from NFL.com giving us the 9. Why is my thing being weird? Is it 9? Yeah, 9 best games of the season. So as of right now and all that stuff, because things can change in the season. Number 9 has the Green Bay Packers against the Cardinals. Why I don't know. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is still in limbo about joining with Green Bay. The best thing for Arizona outside of their quarterback is adding J.J. Watt for the defensive side. We'll see how that goes. This game's it's a Thursday night game, and all that stuff. Number 8 has is this the right top 9? Oh, these are top 9 primetime games. That makes more sense now. Number 8 is the Steelers against the Chargers. That is interesting.
It is. It's gonna be.
Stuff.
Okay?
Is this the first? No, it's not, because this is in November. Because I was gonna say, is this the Chargers' first game in SoFi? In SoFi, but with fans and everything.
Yeah.
But it's not. Because this game's in November.
You know what team played in SoFi before the Chargers, right?
The Steelers?
No. Nope.
The Rams?
Nope.
Who?
Major League Rugby, the LA Guillotines.
Anyways,
play in SoFi Stadium and they had their first game. Just want to say that. I'm not a guillotine.
Anyways, number 7 is the Rams against the Seahawks. That makes sense. This one makes a little more sense. The NFC West looks like it's a tough division, especially with the Rams, Matthew Stafford being on the team now. It looks like Seahawks are the Seahawks, no matter what. Because when you have Russell Wilson as your quarterback, that is a Thursday night game. Oof, they're really pushing these Thursday night games. I digress. Number 6, we have the Browns playing against the Ravens as a Sunday night game. For this, will the Browns have the same season as they did last year? Will they and all that stuff? And then against a divisional opponent such as the Ravens and all that stuff? Manny could care less right now because he doesn't care about these two teams and all that stuff. Moving on. And all that stuff. I think it's going to be for me though. It's going to be an interesting match. It's a Sunday night game, though. It's in the late November. I will not be surprised if they do like one of those. I forget what they call them, where you can change it to a different team to other teams. I forget the actual name for it. It's called and all that stuff. Because something. I don't remember what's called. Number 5.
Oh, what happened?
The Jacksonville Jaguars against the Bengals. The only reason this is a big deal, well, first of all, it's a Thursday night game. That's what's very horrible about this. Second thing, the only reason why this is they're making this a big deal because technically it is the rematch of the 2019 national title game against LSU and Alabama. Who were the quarterbacks for those teams at the time? Trevor Lawrence of Clemson. My bad. I said that wrong. My bad. LSU versus Clemson. The two quarterbacks was Trevor Lawrence for Clemson, Joe Burrow for LSU. I'm so used to like Bama being at the national title game so many times. I just said Bama.
That's one big attraction to this.
What?
Former quarterback signed to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
No, stop,
Yep.
stop, stop, stop.
Yep.
Let's not get into this, please. Let's not talk about this and all that stuff
Yep.
and all that stuff.
He's coming together. He's running the
He
impact again.
he is he should have just stuck to baseball and all that stuff because he was actually getting playing time in the minor league baseball. I am so proud. Anyways,
Excited.
why would you just? I was excited when he was
I
in.
like him.
I was excited when he was in Florida. He had his time in Denver and all that stuff. After that, I'm like, you just stick to the SEC network and college football. Uh, and I was fine with that. It is now. It's like this comes out of the blue, and I'm like,
He
why?
played.
Why? Also, this is Urban Meyer's first primetime game as an NFL coach, so that'll be cool. That'll be interesting to see. Number 4, we have the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Baltimore Ravens. This is a Sunday night game. Patrick Mahomes. This is the Patrick Mahomes versus Lamar Jackson part 3. I want to say maybe 4. I don't know. Will we?
Hopefully the Chiefs win.
And also, of course, you would say that. Fun game. It's a Sunday night game, which is cool. Number 3, which is a game we already talked about, is the Dallas Cowboys versus the Tampa Bay Bucks. Of course, this is the opening night kickoff game and all that stuff. Of course, this is the Bucks everyone getting their rings and all that stuff and everything like that. The quest to title number 2 for the Bucks. The quest for hopefully finally making it to a Super Bowl for the Cowboys after being disappointed so many times over and over and all that stuff. Let's see here. Number 2, we have the Buffalo Bills versus the Kansas City Chiefs. This is the AFC title rematch happening as a Sunday night game and all that stuff. So that's gonna be a fun game to see. And the number 1 game, which I literally believe this is one of the most anticipated games of all of the season, if not in the last 10 years, and all that stuff of NFL. Absolutely not. It will be a Sunday night game in October on NBC. It will be the Tampa Bay Bucks and Tom Brady returning to New England for his first time since leaving the team.
Oh, right.
All that stuff.
You better hire some bodyguards or something.
And all that stuff. This is gonna be crazy. I'm
That's gonna be a
so
little bit crazy.
and all that stuff. I was like, I'm upset we didn't get it last year because that would have been the one game I would have watched official. Actually, I'm definitely watching this game. And all that stuff.
You should go live. You should get a ticket.
We can't. I'm not traveling to Boston.
What you got against Boston?
I don't feel like traveling.
I mean, their hockey team's not good.
And
their
then
football
plus-
team's not good.
and then
their
plus-
baseball team's not good, but the people are probably good.
Why you got to dish? Oh, I forgot. You're no longer a Celtics fan.
I didn't mention basketball.
You did.
I didn't.
Oh, I
I
thought you
just
did.
said baseball.
I
hockey,
could
and
have
football.
sworn you just said their basketball team, or you said baseball team, huh?
No. Yeah, this is baseball.
Okay, I think that's probably what I thought. I thought I heard basketball,
refuse
but you
to
said
listen.
baseball
Yeah, I still refuse to Disney.
and all that stuff. Okay, that makes more sense now.
Yeah.
And everything.
How is Dallas doing?
And all that stuff. I mean, it's not like I'm dissing Boston and all that stuff. I mean, it's a Sunday night game. I plan on if I hit my goal, I have to stream Resident Evil, but I'll probably have this game in the background and all that stuff playing and all that stuff to negate the screaming and all that stuff. They'll be screaming on both things, the game itself and then watching this amazing game that's probably gonna happen and all that stuff. But I'm excited for this game for sure and all that stuff. I mean, of course,
I want to see you scared.
huh?
I want to see you scared.
That's.
I don't know why.
I mean, if people want to see it, if they want to see me scared and all that stuff, they gotta follow the Twitch channel and then make sure I get 3 viewers between now and all that stuff.
You guys do that.
And all that stuff. But yeah, so that is the team. That is the top primetime games that we're seeing from based off this schedule and all and everything. If you haven't seen the whole schedule, NFL.com is your best way to check it out. If not, if you read through like SB Nation, Bleacher Report, and all that stuff, that you can do that also. Uh, moving on, we're gonna do a little thing real quick. Um, we're gonna go through our team schedule. We're gonna skip one game though, and that's the week 2 game because we play each other that game. So we're not making predictions on that game
I think we already know what
and all that stuff. That's why I said we're skipping it.
Tom Brady's gonna win. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
We're gonna start off with Manny.
Steelers are winning.
We're gonna start off with Manny, though I kind of already know where this is gonna go with him and all that stuff, with how he's gonna predict these games and all that stuff. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it anyways and all that stuff, and just see where this goes and all that stuff. So Manny's gonna. I'm gonna give him. We're gonna go off week, and then we're gonna give him his team who he plays, and then of course if it's an away game or a home game too, and all that stuff, just to add in.
I'll give you a win or a loss.
Yes. Yeah. So we're gonna do that. See how this goes. Hey, do I have my pen? Yes, I do. Okay, cool. And all that stuff. So give me a sec. And this is not including this doesn't include the week 2 game because our teams play each other. Our teams play each other that week, and we're not going to predict those games. Because obviously we're going to pick our own teams, so we're not going to count it. So that's why I'm not counting it overall. And all that stuff. No, you don't think like an analyst or anything like that. You think like a fanboy, no matter what, and all that stuff.
No.
You hate Baltimore with a passion.
That's different.
No, that's not different.
That's because I don't hate Baltimore in the NFL, just in our world. You know what I mean?
My point exactly. My point exactly. And everything. All right, let's start this off. Week 1 is at Buffalo. Is that a win or a loss?
Buffalo? That's a loss.
Okay. I'm already surprised. We skip week 2. Week 3, you are playing the Bengals at home.
Oh, that's a win.
Okay. Week 4 at Green Bay.
Oh, that's a tough one. Maybe a win. I'm gonna go with a win.
Is that win? It's
not gonna be a blowout.
Is it that? Now, if say, and we don't know this for sure, depending on.
Do they have Aaron Rodgers?
Yes.
They have him. It's gonna be close. It'll be a winner. It's gonna be really close.
But if they didn't, say if like he doesn't, if they don't,
it's a win.
Okay.
If they don't, it's a win.
I'll still put it as a win.
If they do, it's gonna be really close.
You say it's a win, but it's a close one. Okay. It's a win either way, but still, if he was there, it'll be a close one.
If he was there,
so at Green Bay, that's also the other thing about it too.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. In October, it's not cold yet. It's not that cold yet in October. Well, it's cold, but not snowing cold in Green Bay. But okay.
It snows in Pittsburgh too.
Well, I'm saying but it's more about Green Bay when it comes to like snow and all that stuff, especially at Lambeau Field and all that stuff. It's just something about it that's more mystical. Week 5, you will play the Broncos at home.
That's a win.
Okay. Week 6, you are playing the Seahawks at home.
What
was
the record last year?
This is a Sunday night. This is a Sunday night game. Also, just to add that in.
Close loss.
They won. I think they won the division last year, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I'm gonna say close loss. Really close.
Close loss. Okay. All right. Week 8. Okay, it's a regular Sunday game. You're playing the Browns at Cleveland.
Close win.
Interesting. Week 9, you're playing the Bears at home Monday night.
That's a win.
Okay. Why do I feel like I skipped so many?
One.
I know because it's like I'm already at week 10.
What the hell?
That's what I'm saying. I feel like one, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, the reason why, because I skipped the week 2 game, but then you had a bye also before the Cleveland game. That's why too.
Oh, okay. That's
So that makes more sense now. So it's pretty much it would have been 8 games if I'm looking at that correctly. Yeah, that's so weird. You said it was a win though for week 9.
yeah, close win.
Okay, close win for week 9. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, week 10, you are playing the Lions at home. It's a home game.
That's a win.
It's a
That's a
win.
win.
That's a win. Damn, just
That
diss my
could have been
dad.
a win. That's
Just diss my dad's team like that. That's just rude. Um,
hey, you don't want to hear what I would say about the Red Bull.
week 11, you are playing at LA, the Chargers, on a Sunday night game.
That's still a win.
Still a win.
Yeah.
Week 12. This seems like it's gonna get a little tougher right now. At Cincinnati, regular Sunday game.
Mm, close win. Extremely close. I'm saying field
Okay.
goal.
Wow, you are playing them hella late in this one. Damn, this is gonna be the flexible schedule. That's what comes in. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Week 13. The first game, your first game and so late into the season. Home, regular Sunday game against the Ravens.
And Ratbirds. Ratbirds, we're gonna take a dub against the Ratbirds at home.
Okay. Week 14 is a Thursday night game at Minnesota.
In Minnesota. That's a loss. Yeah.
The way your record is looking, I'm starting to question it myself. Week 15, you are playing Tennessee at home.
That's a win. They still jelly.
And all that stuff. Week 16, you are it's a regular Sunday game. It's at Kansas City.
At Kansas? Oh,
Yeah, so you're playing at Arrowhead.
geometry.
Oh my God, this guy's using geometry. They forgot about the
No, I'm just kidding. And then the wind blowing through the stadium. No. Ben throws the exact 80 degree. What's that close last?
So remember, this is a December game too. This is the day after Christmas, so it's gonna be cold. It's like, but you're calling it a loss from Sunday.
Yeah, I'm calling it closeness.
Okay. Week 17, Monday night game against Cleveland at home.
Against Cleveland in Pittsburgh?
At your place.
Oh, okay. At Heinz Field. We beat them. I said we beat them the first game, right? Right. I said we beat Cleveland in Cleveland against them.
It was at Cleveland. I think you gave it a win, if I remember correctly. I'm only tallying I'm only tallying wins and losses. I didn't select. I didn't put who next to what team.
I'm gonna say it's a loss. A loss.
Okay, and week 18, because remember, this is a week 18-week season now, because they added one more game this season. Your last game is a Sunday game, 10 a.m. game here, at Baltimore. You're ending at Baltimore, so you have to realize you are playing Baltimore in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In a 6-week span, you're playing Baltimore twice.
We beat him with the second string. I'm gonna give him a dub.
And you're giving them the dub?
No, that's a dub.
You're getting the dub. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Yeah. So in those final 6 weeks, you are playing Baltimore twice. I mean, it's not surprising.
Yeah,
That's happened. You've done like 2 and 3 weeks against them in the middle of the season, but still though,
yeah,
and all that stuff. But I think it's for the fact of the extra game though. It's like it's interesting the fact that you're playing them twice in 6 weeks in the
yeah.
last 6 weeks and all that stuff. So right now, not including the week 2 game and all that stuff, because yeah, um, you are looking
Just
at.
give that a win for both sides.
I'm not giving the wins to both sides because it just feels like it's weird.
No, no, I'm saying on your list, it's gonna say
I
a win.
know, I
And
know,
on
I
my list,
know,
that's
I
what we're gonna say anyway.
I know.
As
So
well.
so Manny's projection, pretty much in a way, for this season, he is giving them a 12-5 record. A 12 and
That's not.
5 record.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, your schedule is a little easy.
Is
Is a little easy.
a little bit, but look what division, man.
You're playing. I'm not including your division actually,
Oh, okay.
because your division's already tough as it is, minus Cincinnati. Though they have their moments.
Damn.
Though they have their moments. I mean, if Joe Burrow pops, honestly, if Joe Burrow pops off this season and all that stuff, then I'm gonna say something. Then I'll refute what I just said and all that stuff. But you have Buffalo, Green Bay, Seattle. Guess you can add Chicago because I feel like they're gonna do a little better this year. Um, that Tennessee, Kansas City, and then of course your division.
Yeah.
You're giving it a 12-5 record.
Yep.
That's gonna be interesting.
Last season, no run game. Look at our record. This season with the run game, with our record.
Okay. All right, here we go. The Raiders. Vegas with fans. We have a brand new D line with the sacrifice of an O line. I kid you not. We sacrificed an O line for a D line. I kid you not. And all that stuff.
Makes sense.
We got some young talent. We got some young talent, though apparently our first round pick was a questionable one. I don't remember who it is. Don't ask me. Let's see how this goes. So, first game is Monday night, Vegas, in Vegas against the Ravens. If we can,
That's a win.
I'm gonna give it a win because I'm gonna say this: our first game in Vegas was against New Orleans, and they were they were supposed to be the big teams at the start of the season. We won that game without fans, and everything. It was it was a near close one, but I think with the Raider Nation back and everything coming to this new arena and everything like that, hopefully Derek Carr is the quarterback that we keep promising him to be and everything. Unless the big rumor of somehow we end up getting Aaron Rodgers. It's not gonna happen, but I'm just saying it's a big ass rumor for that one. But still, I will give him the win because we're good with the run game and all that stuff too.
Yeah.
Week 2 is.
You heard you guys are gonna get a DJ in the end zone?
Huh?
You heard you guys are putting a DJ in the end zone?
That's what I heard too. I was like, okay,
I mean,
interesting. Week 3, we were playing Miami at home. It's a regular Sunday game. I'm gonna give that a win. As much as looks like Miami has been improving, I still don't think they're one of the better teams in the AFC at least. So that's gonna be a win.
Don't they got Tua?
Huh?
They still got him?
Huh?
Don't they got Tua?
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 No.
Tua.
Oh yeah. They still have him. No, they still have him.
Oh,
I
okay.
just don't. I just still don't think they're that team that's gonna. They're gonna be over the hump. They're gonna get over the hump after a good season last year.
Oh, okay.
Chargers at SoFi. It's a Monday night game, our second primetime game so far. I'm keeping tallies of that. SoFi fans, Chargers, division rivalry. I always feel like when we play against an AFC West team, no matter how good they are, no matter how good or bad the teams are, them, and that's any team. Like it's always going to be a good game and all that stuff. Um, I will go for. I'll actually put this at a loss. I don't think you go for it. I don't. The fact I'm week two. I'm counting week two as a win and all that stuff. I don't think we can go. We can go undefeated after that and all that stuff. So that's a
Yeah,
lot. That's a loss. It's a
you
close.
might be able.
I feel it's a close one, but it's going to be a loss. It can go either way, but I feel like it's going to be more of a loss, and that's only for the fact of again, I don't think this team can keep that pace going. Because like honestly, how our first 6 to 7 games work, it could look like that could happen. Um, where I did week four, so week five we play the Bears at home, which I'm giving that a win. Week six we go against Denver at Mile High. Still gonna give that a win. Week seven we play Philly. I don't. I feel like
That's a win.
that is definitely a win because Philly's all over the place right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Week nine,
All their teams.
week eight, we have a bye. Week nine, we play the Giants at MetLife. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna give that a win. I don't know much about that team. Is gonna be that's gonna be team's gonna be interesting to play. Week 10, we are playing the Chiefs Sunday night. We went 1-1 against them last year. I feel like that's gonna be the same thing this year. I don't. We went against them. I think the first one we got them in our. Yeah, that's fine. We get the win here and all that stuff because it's at Allegiant. Week 11 we play the Bengals.
The Bengals.
Week 9, 11,
Wait,
the Bengals,
are you
Cincinnati.
saying bang?
Bengals.
It
You
sounds
know,
like you're saying.
Bengals. You know, who cares? Honestly, I'm already discrediting
Bang.
them.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Bengals fans. Wait, um, I'm sorry. That was bad. That wasn't even a good joke. There's a lot of Bengals fans.
I'm gonna give. I'm
They're
gonna give
just
them.
not out here.
They're gonna get the win on that.
Actually, I haven't seen a Bengals fan out here. Have you?
No,
Me neither.
no. Uh, week 12. This is a Thanksgiving game because we're playing the Cowboys.
Oh,
I'm
Cowboys got that one. Yes, sir.
I'm giving it the loss on that one.
Yeah, that's the Cowboys' day.
You can't.
That's their Super Bowl.
That's their Super Bowl. You can't. They can't do
Yeah,
that
that's
to
their
them and
Super
all that
Bowl.
stuff. We can't do it to them like that. Um,
Yeah.
week 13 we play the Washington football team. Are they supposed to have a name yet? Are they planning on giving them
No,
a
that's
name?
just their name. I think that's just their name.
I thought they were gonna change it.
Apparently, some dude. Yeah, but see, apparently they released what the top 25 options that they were going with. Like they filtered them out, and
Uh-huh.
they got to 25. They're like, okay, out of these 25, this is what we're gonna name the team. And I heard a rumor like some dude like bought all the royalties and all the trademarks on those teams. Yeah, I don't know if that's true, but I remember hearing about it from a news source, and they were like some dude bought all 25 team names as a team name and copywritten them and did everything. So I don't know.
What is
It'd be
it?
hilarious if that was true.
Oh, it's people. Week 13 it's a win.
It'd
Uh,
be hilarious.
week 14 it's at Kansas City in Arrowhead. That's where I say that's where the other loss comes in to give it 1-1. Um,
Because the geometry of the stadium.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
that makes sense.
interesting. Week 15 we play the Browns, but it's to be determined
Oh, they might
on
back out.
the date and all that stuff. There's no set date on there, which is crazy. So it could be a Sunday game, it could be a Thursday game. I don't think it's a Monday night game because I think they already have one for that week. Um,
Sounds
but
like game material.
it's at Cleveland.
Don't they call it the doghouse or something like that?
Yeah, this makes it difficult because I don't know if this is going to be played on Sunday or a Thursday or maybe even a Saturday. Um, I'll give him the win.
Why did the mascot a dog?
I don't know.
Like
I
your
don't
name's the
care.
Brown.
Denver. We play week 16. We play Denver the day after Christmas. That's a win. Um, week 17 we play the Colts. You know what?
Okay.
I'm gonna give. I'm not gonna give the benefit of the doubt on this team. This is gonna be a loss. I feel like the Colts are one of those sneaky sleeper teams that can do good in the season because and all that stuff.
I
Um,
actually would like to hear that.
yeah, and that's gonna be interesting to have. So, and then last week we play the Chargers at home. Win.
You going to a game this season?
Hope that's the plan. And all stuff. It was the plan before COVID. It's gonna be the plan after COVID. Hopefully, we'll see. I don't know. Depend. I think I hear tickets are like hell expensive though.
Well, because Vegas. That's,
Yeah, but it's
yeah.
just.
I thought about going to opening night for the
Oh,
Knights.
that just reminds
Nope.
me. I actually might see. I'm gonna get to see the stadium.
You are?
Oh
Yeah.
snap. Okay.
You're gonna get to see Sophie.
So right now.
Not
So
Sophie.
so the. So I have them at 13-4. So I have one more. I have one more win than you. Even though the week 2 prediction goes both ways, like
Yeah.
for you
Either
to
ways.
so all that stuff, so it can go either way and all that stuff and everything. But so we pretty much have them making the playoffs with that kind of record and all that stuff, and we'll see what happens. Cause I don't know. It's like outside of Pittsburgh, Baltimore for some with that chance. Um, Kansas City, of course, Buffalo. There's not many other teams in the AFC. I mean,
Yeah.
that can like that have a chance of making playoffs. I mean, of course, New England. There's New England, but we all know like they don't have Brady and all that stuff. So we'll see how that
And we
goes.
know Jackson playoffs.
Jacksonville, it's going to be interesting on that. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. That's all I got to say with that.
Yeah.
All that stuff. But anyways,
Very good play.
that is the 2021 schedule. Again, if you haven't check out your team's schedule, you can check it out on their Instagram, Twitters, and all that stuff and everything. Oh, speaking of which, so the Raiders did one for the schedule and all that stuff, and it was supposed to be this like hype thing. It had Charles Woodson in it and everything like that. It starts them off with in Vegas with him at a hotel getting tailored to a suit and all that stuff, and I'm like, what? And it's like, and then it's like it's showing like it's then like it goes to like showing like the spots in Vegas while showing the teams of who they're playing for each week and all that stuff.
Okay.
At the end of it, it shows Woodson walking into Allegiant Stadium, and he's like hype. He's trying to do the hype, but it like I see where it's going with because like it's supposed to like because the fans are back and everything. But the way he's hyping it, it's just like I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Charles, like you don't I've seen you do this on the football field. This is not helping me right now. Like this is not it. Like this is I know you can do better than that. And all that stuff. I'm excited, don't get me
Uh-huh.
wrong. And all that stuff. I feel like this is a year that this could be a good year for us and all that stuff. But it's just like that didn't help me whatsoever. And then of course for Raiders fans in particularly, we do play the Niners on the final week of preseason. If anyone cares. I mean,
Who?
the Niners.
Oh, okay, you cut out me. I
Oh,
just heard
okay.
hers. Oh,
Yeah,
I just heard
we play
hers.
the yeah, we play the
Johnny.
we play the Niners on the last week of preseason. So get
I
your
mean, it's pretty.
that stuff. Again, like me about preseason, I can care less. But if like I
Yeah.
know we'll have like if we win or lose, like we're just gonna hear it from me. We're just gonna hear it no matter what. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, it's only a preseason game. Can we worry about this when we actually play in the regular season? Um,
Yeah, you're like, calm down. It's not a Bay Area battle.
exactly, exactly. Other than that, again, that is the season. Of course, if you're a football fan, you're gonna watch me. I'm probably gonna watch the first week, and that's it, and all that stuff.
So that burns in the first week.
Yeah, and all that stuff. It's not that I
You know,
don't.
because I'm watching half the time, I just on the
Yeah, exactly,
show. Like, I'll
and all that
make
stuff.
time for the Ratbird games, but
Yeah.
that's about it.
So okay, but moving on. So and I'm gonna make.
Oh wait, before we move on, uh, I saw an article, uh, as of the day before yesterday. I wasn't gonna put it in here, but I just wanted to ask you. Do you think Sacramento would be able to sustain the team?
You're cutting in and out. So I heard Sacramento, and that's it.
Do you think Sacramento would be able to sustain a team of
Sustain
any franchise? Yeah.
after. I feel bad for that city. I really do.
Because
I really
I mean, they
do.
got the Kings that are doing really good, but do you think they'd be able to sustain like a NFL or a
Or could
NHL team?
yeah. I think here's the thing about Sacramento. They are they should have more than one major league team. I think outside of NFL, not really, not as much because you are close because you already have well, no longer the Raiders, but you still have um the Niners
The
and all that
Niners.
stuff and everything like that. Like if you had told me this, if the Raiders had stayed, most definitely not, and all that stuff. With the Raiders gone, there may be a chance, but I still don't see it. I don't feel like Sacramento's a market is good enough for NFL at least. And all and everything, and I could be wrong and all that stuff. I always hope the best for the Sacramento when it comes to pro sports because I think they deserve it. Um, that's why it sucks to see like this current run of teen teams not making it to the playoffs. The whole debacle with the MLS bid with a chance of it with it being like a chance of it them not getting it anymore after what happened. Um, and and it depends on what happens in Oakland with baseball now. Um, it's a possible chance. I can possible like if the chances of the A's moving out of Oakland become an actual thing, I don't see how there can be a how there shouldn't be a team in Sacramento for MLB. Though it's not going to happen because it's not any of the potential it's not any of the potential cities of where the MLB
Yeah.
wants to expand, unfortunately, and all that
Why
stuff.
not?
I have because there's Portland, Vegas, and I forgot what the other one, Montreal, of course, and all that stuff. And there's another
That'd be
one.
cool to bring back the Expos. That'd be kind of cool.
It
Not
needs
gonna lie.
that needs to happen. Really, that should be
Yeah,
priority
because you
number
only
one.
have Toronto, so
That's priority number one,
it's
really, and all that stuff. That should be priority number one and all that stuff.
like,
But it's like
bringing back the Sonic.
um to talk about. I mean, back to Sacramento though. They deserve. They do deserve like a major league pro sports team, and they have it with the Kings. But the thing is that they're not winning, and that's what sucks about it. And they're at the same time and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And like it's I don't know if it's just I don't want to bring it down to the owners and all that stuff. But you also have to look at it as like front office, coaching. I don't want to say players because they've had so many good players, but it's just like, but they've always ended up in a losing situation, and it sucks to see that happen. It sucks to see that. It really does for that team because as much as that team has had success before they became like this, it shouldn't have. This shouldn't happen. You have to remember, like they were, if I remember close, like one or two games away from making it to the finals one year, and they lost. And then after that, it's just been like they've made it to the playoffs, but they've not gone further into the playoffs and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
And then of course now, as of right now, of course, then there's the whole selling the team and moving it to Seattle. Then it gets saved, and then as of right now, and then as you see it now, it's just this. They have a new arena, but they haven't been winning and all stuff. It looked there was I
Yeah.
think there was one chance there was one season where it looks like there was a bright spot, but then that went to shit in the quickness and all that stuff. So it's like it sucks to see that. It sucks to see that for Sacramento and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, and
Now, do you
it's
think more leagues would look to Sacramento if the Kings started winning?
probably that's what sucks about it though and all that stuff. Because
You
like
think that's the thing?
that's the one thing, especially like how I see like markets and how people get bids to get expansions and all that stuff. It does depend on like city and all that stuff and like that. But then if you look at the MLS, like their last team expansions have been in cities that where don't have much other stuff for pro sports. Besides Miami and Orlando, that was like the only two teams that had like other pro leagues. Like so with Orlando with the Magic and the NBA, Miami with the Heat and the Marlins, and everything. Their last expansion was Austin, Texas. There's nothing close.
Mm,
I mean, Texas Rangers, but they're in Arlington, and
yeah,
everything.
close enough.
It's technically close enough, but still, it's not within Austin itself. Where
Yeah.
else? Where else have they done expansions? They did another one. I don't remember recently, but I think it had like no other teams and all that stuff. Uh, no, I mean Columbus technically doesn't have something in Columbus itself because it's in the state of Ohio. So you have Cleveland and Cincinnati, and then of course Ohio State football. But Columbus
Columbus
itself,
has the Blue Jackets.
oh, hockey,
Columbus Blue Jackets. Yeah.
hockey. See, I forgot. That was I knew. No, I had a feeling, but I
Like,
just couldn't. I had a feeling, but I couldn't think of it. And then I was like,
yeah.
okay, there we go, hockey.
Just like technically Orlando has they have an AHL.
Yeah. So
They have an Orlando.
so yeah, so there's that, and then like I said, like I think Sacramento does deserve one more, at least one more major league team, at least,
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
I can see them getting a national team more than
I see a hockey
they
like
did just have. Yeah, they did just have an international.
yeah, so it's like it's gonna happen. I hope for them at least for for ML for Major League Soccer they do get the bid. I know it's a whole ownership money thing kind of situation of why it's not happening and all that stuff. But at the same time, it's just like it's a team that's been deserving it since the Republic even became a thing and all that stuff. Like you've like if it wasn't for the Republic, that bid would never exist. In all honesty,
Yeah.
and everything.
When and if the Republic move up one, are you switching? Are you different ships?
Oh, am I gonna be a Republic fan in MLS?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was always the plan.
You're what? You're gonna jump ship from the earthquakes to?
That was always the plan. Well, like here's the thing: the reason why they get that chance because remember the Quakes were gone for a good minute and then come back
Yeah.
and all that stuff. So I just so since they were gone, I didn't have a team anymore. I did root for the Galaxy when Beckham was there for a bit.
Oh, okay.
I did that, but that was only because of Beckham. But I told myself,
What about LAFC?
honestly, like if I didn't because the LAFC was happened before Sacramento was started pushing the bid. So
Yeah.
if Sacramento didn't start pushing for a bid, I probably would go with LAFC because I like that stadium. I like the fan base and all. The fan base looks awesome. The ownership team they have, the ownership group they have is amazing for who they have to
Isn't
own
it
it.
like was it Will Ferrell
Will Ferrell, Magic Johnson, Mia Hamm, and a couple of other players. Like
Yeah.
it's a stack ownership group and everything. And I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, like I said, if Sacramento wasn't going for a bid, if they didn't push for a bid, I probably would be a LAFC fan right now for that. Um, but I mean, hey, it might happen if Sacramento doesn't get this damn bid and all that stuff because it's like, and it's looking more and more likely that that won't happen.
You should stay with the Quakes.
Unfortunately, they should have never left the MLS in the first place. I was honestly, I I wasn't even a Quakes fan even before that because I wasn't into MLS at the time
Oh,
and all that
okay.
stuff. So technically, I literally didn't have a team and all that stuff.
Oh,
I'll root. I mean, like
oh man.
I'll root for the Quakes. I mean, and all that stuff because they are Bay Area and all that stuff. But is this Sacramento bid is hanging on the balance right now of where do I go officially and all that
Yeah.
stuff and everything. Because like I said, if once that bid become if whenever whenever that bid officially becomes official and all that stuff, I'm gonna be a Republic fan and all that stuff
Okay. Well,
and everything.
hopefully there's like a Quakes Republic game. You go to.
Oh yeah, that's yeah. Like as soon as that becomes a thing and all that stuff, I'm definitely doing that.
You haven't been to a Quakes game, huh?
I've been to the stadium, but I've never been to a Quakes game and all that stuff. Did
Yeah.
I told you about that, right? When the one I how I why I went to that?
You did not.
So because this is the year I went to TwitchCon for the first time and all that stuff.
Okay.
It was in because it was in San Jose that year.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there was a I think it
That
was
was
that
hella minute.
I think it was the Friday night, the first day. There was like this like there's gonna be like this party Twitch party thing that's happening and like and all stuff, and it was at the Quake Stadium,
Twitch loves Stadium.
huh?
Twitch loves Stadium.
I have no idea. You're cutting off a lot.
I said I said Twitch loves soccer stadiums, don't they?
I don't know. So I
Can't
went.
hear me.
So no, I still hear you. No, I still hear you.
Oh, okay.
I'm just
Okay.
like, oh yeah. But I was gonna say, I was like, but yeah. So I went just to check out the stadium at least and all that stuff and everything like that. They had like a bunch of cool stuff. Although they had, like food and all everything like that. So and like up like a DJ stuff and everything like that. So I stayed for a bit,
Uh,
chilled and everything. But the stadium is nice though.
it is. It's a nice stadium. It's
Mm.
really nice.
The fact that it's now called PayPal Park is kind of weird though. Uh,
Yeah, it's a lot of peace.
yeah. But anyways, yeah. So, anyways, moving on because we're getting a little long. Um, I'm gonna try and make
Yes, jeez.
I'm gonna try and make this quick as possible on this one. So we've talked about Manny's impressions about Resident Evil 8. Uh, I mentioned in that I wasn't gonna play it because of the whole as of now the Twitch thing, but and then plus the only reason why I was gonna play it anyways because Mass Effect Legendary Edition came out. Um, came out this past Friday. I got I started on one, of course, because that's how you do it and all that stuff. I know people don't like one because of what it had. They'll just start on two because two is the best one out of the three, and that makes sense. I understand that, but for me, for that complete Mass Effect experience, I had to start on one. Um, and then plus that's out of the three, that's the one that actually got the most fixed, like because of the issues it had with it. So came out, released on the Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, PS5, PC, and all that stuff. And it is pretty much they're not remakes, like full remakes like Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3. They're pretty much technically remasters on all for that stuff with updated visuals and all that stuff. And Manny's told me to hold on for a second, though I'm still gonna talk and everything while he does his thing. But pretty much, I even though I've played this game so many times, beat the trilogy maybe 3 or 4 times since and everything. The fact of getting back into this again with updated visuals, all the good stuff and everything that came with it, what just took me back to memory road of how much I love this game and how much I'm enjoying playing it again right now in these new updated visuals and all that stuff. Um, so far, I'm in one. I haven't gotten far into the first one. I think I have all my characters already, all my squad mates already. I feel like I'm missing one, but I could be wrong. Um, and I'm looking forward to playing this again, and because I'm enjoying every minute of it pretty much. I'm not gonna. It's like I do think though, like if you've always been into a fan of these kind of games or have always like known about this game but never got to play it, I do highly recommend playing this game. Because it's so fun. It's such an enjoyable game. The story's amazing. I love the fact of this whole decisions you make throughout these games affect, like in certain one point does affect in the future and everything,
Oh,
like in these future games, because like
I,
one, because all the
I
fact of
played some,
hmm?
I played some of one of the first ones.
Yeah,
Didn't care for it.
all that stuff. Well, that's you, Manny. That's your thing.
Oh yeah, it's just my opinion.
That's your thing about it and
Yeah.
all that stuff. But I genuinely love it
By
because
the
like
way, all the things I say in this podcast is my opinion. Okay,
we know that
it
and all that
does not
stuff
affect the views and opinions of the podcast itself.
and all that stuff. But like because literally like Mass Effect is one of the first games that made me brought out more into other stuff of within games. Like
Mm.
before Mass Effect, it was mostly sports games and like mainstream stuff, whatever and all that stuff and everything. Mass Effect was the first game out, and of course Bioshock 2. Oh, the first Bioshock. I mean, were games that made me expand my taste in games and all that stuff and enjoy more than what's in front of me all the time and all for what I see and all that stuff.
Made you a connoisseur.
In a way, yeah, and all that stuff. And I like the fact of like, cause like it was like when I played one when it first came out, and I got stuck on a part and never played it again. But I enjoyed it though, cause I was having it was like just of what it brought, like the fact of having this like decision thing at the bottom, and you get to choose of what you want to say to these people, and but it was two when two got announced, I was like, oh, okay, two's coming out. This looks so cool because how like with how they were like this is supposed to be more a little more darker and all that stuff, and how it's what the story was about. Like I have to jump back on one and all that stuff. So because I want because they that's how they talked about the decisions you make in one will affect you in two and all that stuff. So I was like, okay, I really want to play one. I really want to get back in one. Did it, got through that part. I got stuck in so badly finally, and then finished it out till the end and all that stuff. But when I first got it done, I made I kind of made a mistake in a way, because of certain things that didn't happen. I couldn't do because of like, because you have like Paragon, which is like you're like this good guy, and you have like Renegade, which is also like you're a jerk in a way and all that stuff. Uh,
Now, when you're renegade, do you do the dance as well or no?
no, no.
Oh, okay.
Um, but but the thing is when the depending on your level of Paragon and Renegade, it opens up more dialogue options specifically for that kind of thing. So I didn't have that option on this one particular scene, and it ended up with me killing one of my teammates and all that stuff.
Did you kill the Dragonborn?
That was him. It was him. Yeah,
Oh, damn.
it was him.
You ain't gotta do homework like that.
So I was like, damn, this sucks and all that stuff because he's not there. And so this is going to expand out further into three and I'll tell you why. So when I get to two, like he's not, of course, he's not there because he's on all stuff. I come to find out that if he lives, there's this place you end up going and you meet their leader. If he's dead, it's somebody else. If he lives, he's that leader you meet. I was like, are you kidding me?
So he is the leader.
No, so if you kept him alive
Yeah.
in part one, yeah, he's that leader you meet in the world in that one world in this world you have to go to in part two.
Mm.
So I was like, are you kidding me? I was like,
So
this
you reset
suck.
game one. And you reset number two.
Well, no,
Didn't you?
I didn't. I was like, I'm gonna keep going with it and all that stuff and everything like that. And I was like, was I upset? Yes, and all that stuff. But I didn't think of it as much though until three got announced, and there is a scene. They show like a cutscene trailer and all that stuff, and guess who happens to be in the cutscene?
Amul Akbar.
No, shut up.
I
The
don't know the names.
oh, so okay, I didn't say his name is Rex and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was
Commander Rex.
he was in the cutscene. I was like, is he a squad mate now? Like, is he a squad mate again? Like you have him as your team. You can have him on your team again because he's not in the second one and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But he could become. But in the third one, apparently he becomes he's back on your team again, and all that stuff. I was like, I'm going back. I'm going back, and all that stuff. So I redid two. I redid the first one to go get all the stuff and all that stuff, and like properly did what I need to do in order to keep him alive. Um, so that happens and all that stuff. I'd redo two, but I keep it the same and all that stuff. And oh, I didn't even get to the. Oh, I'll get to two in the part in a bit, either ways. So then, when I got to three, when three came out, just in time, I got it right. I got it done right before three came out too. So he was on my. So he's alive. He's in the team. I was like, yes, this is awesome. Like I was like, but it's two. It's two. That's the most tricky one though. Two is the most tricky. That's why it's one of the best ones, because at the end of the day, at the end of the whole game, mission is a suicide mission in a way, and all that stuff. And there's a chance that you can actually have people die in the game. Your teammates actually die in the game, at the end of this. So I thought I did everything right. I did. I got all the people. I befriended most of them, all of them. I there's in two. There's like a special mission specifically for that lead team member you have that you have to do to get like it's pretty much like gaining the trust in a way and all that stuff. And then once you if I did all those for every single one of them and everything, so I was like I'm good and everything like that. I get to the suicide mission, and all that stuff. I got what I need and everything like that, and we get to it, go through it, finish it. I end up losing two people in the mission. I was like, what is happening right now? I was like, I was like,
You're
something's
a
not right.
horrible leader.
I was like, this is not what I wanted because I wanted everybody alive and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, something's not right. And then I looked it up and everything. Apparently, I was missing like one or two parts for the ship because there's also like a thing within the game like where you can get like parts for your ship for the ship itself that you're using to travel and stuff. If you have these certain things, you're good and all that stuff to get in order to keep all your people. So I literally had to redo two and all that stuff and everything. Did everything right. Got all the things that I needed for the ship. Finally went through the suicide mission, and again, everyone stayed alive. I was like, thank God. I was like, yes, and all that stuff. So yeah, that was cool. And then of course three, it's like you get the people that you met from the first one, the mixture of the second one, people you kept alive from the second one that were like your teammates. They show up in the game on certain situations and all that stuff, and so you get to talk to them. All good stuff. It's the end though of three. This is where it gets like a little controversial a little bit because people didn't like the ending of three and all that stuff. It I'll admit it had its moments where it's like, wait, what? Like, what does this all
Doesn't
mean?
Shipwreck die?
Pretty much and all that stuff. He's pretty much like from what it sounds like he's dead. It ends with this like father and son talking and all that stuff, and I'm like, wait, what? Apparently they technically fixed it with this one DLC part, but here's the thing: soon as I beat three, I was starting on the mission stuff, the DLC stuff, but I never got to complete all of them. So that because at that time, that's when I lost my job at GameStop. I didn't have a job. I needed money, so I ended up selling my Xbox and all that stuff and everything like that. So I never got to complete everything of like the DLC parts of three. I had the opportunity because Xbox has backwards compatibility now. All three Mass Effect games for the 360 version were available for that. I did get all three of them and all that stuff. I ended up buying the rest of the of three's DLC because I have the DLC for all the other ones already. Um, and I was going through one of them, but I never. But I was. This was right before this came out and all that stuff when this happened. So I was like, do I keep doing this or do I just use the Legendary Edition as my opportunity to experience it, but add more of a with better visuals and better stuff and all that stuff. So, and I made that decision.
Yeah.
So I am now going through this again, starting with one. I'm making sure I get all my doing everything correct and all that stuff of what I need to do. Especially with because it's like especially you have to redo all the achievements now. It's a new set of it's all the achievements are you can do them again. So I'm doing all that because like in one, I think it was one or maybe two. I don't know. I had like three or four left to finish in one of the games. And I was like, oh. But there was like it's like stuff I never done in the game, so I was like, okay, we'll figure out how to do this and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So hopefully, like I'm still achieving hunting legendary edition. I've already got like most of like some done already, for that stuff. And but right now I'm enjoying it. I'm taking my time with it because I love this game. I love this game so much. I'm enjoying one, especially now with how it feels more better. I'm looking forward to two because two is my favorite of all three of them. With how just based off story, the ending. Um, this is where it introduces like quick actions, but they're more Paragon or Renegade style. There's like one scene like if you're talking to some dude to get answers and all that stuff, but if you trigger something on Renegade, you kick him off you kick him off the building and he falls and dies. I was like, because it was a cut, it was a trailer scene I saw when it got announced. I'm like, I'm doing that. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. It's Renegade.
You're
I'm
like,
doing
then
it
I found.
and all that
You're
stuff.
like, then I found out I needed him.
Yeah. But anyways, besides that, any questions, Manny, or anything like you want to ask about this game or anything?
Yeah. Why is it N7?
So N7, and forgive me because my lore is not that great as it used to be. Um, N7 is like a top rank kind of thing in military stuff and
Oh,
everything
okay.
like that, like and all that stuff. Because it's like
Oh,
that's
because they
all it
have
is.
that suit in Anthem. I'm always like, what the hell is N7?
Yeah, it's like a rank of sorts and everything, all that stuff, top rank kind
Oh,
of thing.
okay.
That's all it is. Um,
Okay. No, Shepherd, you can make a female or a guy. You
so
said.
it's a female. So it's a female. You can do female and a guy and all stuff. I'm actually right
And it's the
now
same person.
they're the same person, but they're different gender and all that stuff. So
That.
yeah, and also, well, I think interactions will be different in a way and all that stuff because like the one thing about this game is like you can romance your squad mates. And I lost Manny for a second, so wait for him to come back and everything. There he goes. He's coming back. Give us a second and all that stuff.
Buenos noches.
There he goes. He's back.
We're
He's
here.
back. Stuff. So the thing back to what I was saying. So you can romance like your teammates in this game.
Okay.
But the thing is though, in the first one in particularly, I was just learning about this today. We're learning this today. So the male can only do females and can to females, and then the female can only to romance to males and all that stuff. There are particular characters they can do where it's the same sex, and all that stuff, but it's not like it doesn't because there's an achievement in the game or trophy if you're playing this on PlayStation. It's called the Paramour achievement, and it's just pretty much romancing one of the characters. That's the achievement. That's how you get the achievement.
Mhm.
And it's in each three games. There's an achievement like that for each of the game, and all that stuff. So did I get those achievements on the 360 versions? Yes, I did because I that's how I was at the time to get those achievements done. Am I gonna do it again on this game? These ones, of course, because that's how it goes. That's how the cookie crumbles. Will I stream that stuff? No. Uh, I'm not getting TOS for that. But yeah, so you can do. So the thing is, what I'm gonna do is like for right now, this first run through, I'm just doing it as male, just to get my bearings back into this and remind how much I enjoy this. I am gonna do a second run through of this, but I'm actually gonna do it as a female this time and
Oh,
all
okay.
stuff and everything for this one. So that's gonna be fun to do. For
It
that
is.
one, that one's gonna be fun. Other than that, what I will say about this game, because this is not a review or anything like that. Um, if you've always been interested in this game, never played it when it was originally out for the 360 and the PS3, um, I highly recommend getting this, no matter what, and all that stuff. If you are nostalgic for this game when you had these, even if you already have this on when this was out for 360 and PS3, i.e., me, like I do, it's worth getting it again. It's worth buying it and all that stuff because of this thing. I am kind of like it is a little upsetting that it's not a full remaster, a full remaster of the game, like a remake in a way. But I just think right now, I think what they did with this is awesome. It's great. I love it. And it gets me excited more for the next one because there is a new one coming out soon. Not now, but like in the future. And based off the trailer, because this got announced in December at the Game Awards, it looks like it's going to be a continuation of the trailer of the original trilogy, which is going to be which is going to be
Okay.
interesting and all that stuff.
So
So
it's a quadrilogy.
it might end up being that, yeah. But I'm excited for it. I'm enjoying it. I like again, though I'm just in the first one. I'm not fully into it, not fully deep in the first one because I did a lot of side missions. Um, I'm excited to play this game to get back into this universe and just having fun with it. For this, and it's gonna be fun
Now the
times.
real question:
Oh no,
are you gonna stream The Witcher? I think you
why?
should.
Why?
It's fun.
I mean, no,
It's
no,
fun.
no.
It's good lore.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying The Witcher's bad. Don't get me wrong. I played Witcher 3 and all stuff. And I enjoyed as much as I played with it and all that stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna because I do want to get back into it, but I'm thinking I'm gonna wait because it is getting a Series X upgrade for the game.
Oh, okay.
So I might wait till that happens and then play it
Okay.
again because I did like the game. Don't get me wrong. It's just like it is a lot and there is a lot in that game to do. Really is.
There is.
And like I didn't have the time at the moment and all that stuff.
Yeah.
When that happened, like I think I've tried to like play it like 3 times and all that stuff. I did it at launch. I got it at launch. I did get it at launch when it first came out and all that stuff. And I was enjoying it. But I got caught up with everything else. Second time, same thing. I got caught up. Third time, I think last year. I think that was last year, if I remember correctly, if not the year before. Um, like yeah, last year actually, because that was right after because the year before the show came out towards the end of 2019.
Mhm.
So it's like that did get me back into it a bit, and then again got caught up with everything else and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So like seeing how the slate of games that are coming out the rest of this year won't be as much, and I probably won't be buying as much the rest of this year also, depending on certain situations. Um, I'll probably be ended up playing that. Probably be playing that during the summer as a game to play.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we'll see.
1, 2, 3, or just 3?
Just three. Just three. I'm not gonna do it. Like, don't get me wrong, because one is PC only,
Yeah.
and two is on. There was a 360 version. I think it's available for backwards compatibility. I think I actually have it, if I remember correctly. Um, but I'm just gonna jump into three and just go from there
Okay.
and all that stuff.
All right.
And that's pretty much it. And that's what I'm gonna say. But other than that, for those who are interested in the Mass Effect series, like now's the time to get into it and all that stuff. It's gonna be worth it. And it's a good starting point for whenever the new one comes out
Yeah.
and all that stuff. But I do recommend it. Continuing with video games. As we move on to the next topic, and I know we said the last one's gonna make that quick, but we're gonna try to make this one quick as possible. Mid-season update coming for Call of Duty Cold War Warzone. Um, I don't think it's the actual title of this mid-season thing, but I called it it's 80s action heroes mid-season update is what I called it because Rambo and Die Hard is coming to Call of Duty this week. Um, they just
We can shove them.
they just put out a roadmap of what's happening. Um, I'm trying to get a better picture of what I'm looking at right now. Give me a sec. Okay, I don't feel like doing this.
So, do you watch Die Hard before?
I've watched Die Hard, just the first one. That's it, because that's all I needed and all that stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think I don't. It's been a while for that series for me, but like the first one I remember the most one clearly. Um, so and then of
What
course
Rambo's? Have you seen all the Rambos?
I've never seen any Rambos. I'll be honest.
What the hell?
I have never seen
You
any
gotta see
Rambos.
all the Rambos.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think Rambo as a character sounds cool. Don't get me wrong, and all stuff. I just never seen the movies at all.
Wow. You have to see.
I'm not,
You
and
should
it's
too.
and it's not that I'm hating down. It's not that I hate it or anything like that. It's just didn't happen.
Just
So
pure badass.
so again, there'll be a Die Hard and Rambo operator bundle coming. For Warzone, we are getting what is it called again? Nakatomi Plaza from the Die Hard movie is going to be in Warzone on all that
Dope.
stuff. We're going to get new locations. Survival is like a survival camp CIA hideout for new areas on the map. That's new. Like new areas on the map. What in Verdansk? That's strange.
It is.
We're getting a new limited time mode in Warzone called Power Grab. From what I hear, it's kill confirmed in Warzone.
That's weird. I don't like
Yeah,
that.
I don't know.
I don't like that one.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It sounded like from what it sounded like and all that stuff, but it could be different. Um, the combat bow is coming to Warzone and all that stuff, like the actual and all that stuff. And I don't remember. There was something else I don't remember. For multiplayer and Cold War, we're getting two maps, Standoff and Duval. We are getting a modes called Die Hardpoint, Rambo's Gun Game, and Action Hero Mosh Pit is the other one, along with challenges and rewards. We already talked about the bundles. We already talked Warzone. I think the interesting thing about it that's coming. Oh, there's gonna be a new League Play update. Also, I'm missing thing. Oh, you're also gonna get the baseball bat and the AMP 63 machine pistol coming too. And that the one thing I'm kind of more interested in is for zombies. So we are at for and this particularly with an outbreak. So we are actually getting a main quest within Outbreak, which unfolds the new story of what's happening and the whole story overline and all that stuff. We're getting a Order Encounter World event, which I don't know what that means, but it sounds interesting. But apparently with
It is.
yeah, so apparently with that though, it's what it's supposed to do. Oh, so in the article for all this stuff, it is saying the hunt is on for our first ever Outbreak main quest. Kicks off across the globe, 10 a.m. Pacific this Thursday. Uh, can't wait for everyone to uncover the steps for the first time, along with all other new secrets to discover in the Laurel Mountains, including the ability to go fishing for useful items. Yeah, you can fish now in Outbreak. Um, there'll be plenty of new Dark Ether story documents, audio logs, radio transmission, and artifacts to add to your collection. And you'll definitely want to keep an eye out roaming Ordas. So, one other thing about it, it's supposed to like the whole main quest and Easter egg stuff is supposed to happen. It's actually supposed to lead up into the next round based map for zombies, which is supposed to be introduced in season 4. So that's gonna be interesting to see and all that stuff too. So that's the one thing I'm excited about. What was this? There's supposed to be weapon tuning happening in multiplayer, from what I'm seeing. Weapon tuning in zombies, and I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Are we jumping back in Call of Duty this weekend?
What I got past me? The Hunt, Apex. I'm pretty much booked this weekend, game wise.
Well, I don't know for sure because everything starts on Thursday. So, and that's including the main quest for zombies at least.
I'm not gonna play.
Probably I don't.
I mean, not. Yeah, I mean,
We'll see what happens. I don't know if Arturo officially said he was going to do it, but hopefully Thursday we'll probably do the zombie stuff, and that'll probably be a Thursday night. That'll probably be a stream, a special Thursday night stream for that to get that going and all that stuff. But other than that, the mid-season updates here: Rambo and Die Hard coming to Call of Duty as operators. What do you think about that?
I think it's dope. Love Rambo, love Die Hard,
Yeah,
like Call of Duty, so like that.
yeah. So that's gonna be no, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting. Like I said,
Really dope. Yeah.
this begins Thursday. I'm excited to see this and all that stuff. I'm excited to check out the zombie stuff because because it's the story stuff that's gonna come in now and all that stuff. We're gonna learn more about this. We're gonna learn more about the zombie stories and all that stuff and what's happening and what this new map might be, too. Hopefully, I want to check out I do want to go and drop into Warzone and check out these new spots because the fact that they're actual new spots is interesting. And
Yeah,
all
it
that stuff.
is.
All that stuff. So let's see we'll see how that goes and everything. But other than that, Call of Duty's season 3 update is happening this Thursday, 10 a.m. Pacific time. Um, they didn't say anything about download times, if I remember correctly. If I saw, I do know most likely if you have PlayStation, I know those updates started early. So you can get a good thing on that. Normally they always do it the night before the update kicks in. So
So the day of this recording,
the night of this recording, when this comes out, the night of, for everyone else, you should be able to download the update and everything like that. And then 10 a.m. hits, everything will be good to go for that stuff. But yeah, Call of Duty, new update. Hopefully, we'll see how this goes. We'll look at the stuff. We'll probably check this out on a stream and everything like that to get this all looked into. Check this all out. Have hopefully get our first trio win as a team together for the first time ever. All that stuff. Other than that, let's get on to reaction. It is reaction time. The Bad Batch.
also
Bad Batch episode
episode 7.
3. I do not remember the title of this episode.
It's episode 3.
Episode 3. I know
It's
that.
good. Really enjoy.
So I don't know what it is about people these days particularly with this show, but it feels like I feel like people are like, they feel like they're getting burned from this. I don't know what it is though, but it's like I like episode 3. I'm enjoying this
I
show.
like all of the episodes.
Yeah, I've been enjoying this show so much and all that stuff. It's just like,
I don't understand why people are pissed about it.
and all that stuff. Replacements. There we go. That's episode 3 title. And everything. I think the fact that it's like, because this I was gonna rewatch it today just to get like familiar, but I forgot. But it's like seeing them, it's still on this journey. I think what's more interesting of Hunter, is it Hunter if I remember correctly? No,
yeah,
Crosshair, the Crosshair scenes and all that stuff. Crosshair story part in that episode. That was more interesting to me with this whole episode, for the fact of it's like he's leading these, I guess you can call them recruits, that's supposed to replace him pretty much in and all that stuff. And then you have this one dude who's like, these clones, we're gonna replace them. We're gonna replace these clones sooner or later and all that stuff and all that stuff. Why should this clone lead us and everything like that into this thing? I thought he was gonna be like this. He was gonna be this like somewhat antagonist in a way within the Empire against these clones and all that stuff and everything like that. And then it gets to the part where it's like, we're not gonna kill these people. We're not gonna say, and then he straight up just kills them right in front of everybody else.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so this is where we're taking this and all that stuff. And the fact that it's like you see, and then like the other guys, they're like hesitant to do it, to kill the innocent people, but then like they still do it and everything. And I'm just like, okay, we're going there. All right. Cool. Sorry, I just checked they just gave me the score of the A's game. We won.
Yeah.
Penguins won. And everything, all stuff. But no, it's like, yeah, that whole story, that story right there was just interesting to see. It's like, especially with Tarkin coming back with Tarkin, like Tarkin and the other dude were like, didn't bother to care about the other guy that died and all that stuff and everything. Though yet at the same time, they're like, this could lead to something, but this could lead to something to where, as long as these new guys are getting trained by these clones and all that stuff, and then it still gives them the opportunity to remove them and all that stuff, because at the end of the day, it'll just lead to them being more powerful and all that stuff and everything like that, from what it seems like. I could be wrong, in all honesty.
Which doesn't happen.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they bound to like not do that over again and all that stuff. But and then of course, like, the episode, and then it's like everything else is just like the rest of the team knowing that they have Omega with them now, and like though it's like she wants to be part of the team, they still see her as this kid, and they don't want to and all that stuff. They want to make sure she is treated correctly and all that stuff in a way, I guess, and all that stuff. Like that's
Yeah.
how you see like oh my god, I hate the
Wrecker.
Wrecker, like at first like not with the food, and then at the end of the episode makes this like this room for her and all that stuff.
Speaking of Wrecker, how did you feel about the whole headache thing?
The headache is interesting. The headache is interesting because it's like
Shit.
it's the chip, yeah. So it's gonna be it's like it's that's gonna be interesting to see in the rest of the season and all that stuff. And I wonder if it's gonna be like that with the rest of them, except for maybe
Yeah.
fives. Am I saying that right? Is that right? Fives?
Huh?
Wait, who am I saying?
Fives.
I'm thinking of
I
like
don't
the
know.
other clones. I'm thinking of like other clones and all that stuff.
Echo?
Echo. See, I'm thinking about everyone else, not
Yeah,
them.
yeah. I don't know if Echo has
I
a
don't.
chip because like half of
Yeah,
his head, the back of his head is
yeah, that's what I'm
yeah.
saying.
I don't know.
Like
He
Wrecker,
might.
the fact that Wrecker's getting the headache, it makes me think of like say with Hunter and oh my god, I'm blanking on the other guy's name right now.
Check.
Tech, right?
Yeah.
I'm bad at
Yeah.
these names. I'm bad at these names.
They're not hard.
I know they're not
Hunter
hard.
Hunt.
They're not hard, but still, it's like because it's like you're trying to like you want to try to remember them as much quickly as possible and
The
all that
only
stuff.
one that confuses me is Echo sometimes.
Yeah.
Because
So
I used to think he was Tech at first because he's like robot.
yeah.
Like,
So yeah. So Echo, Tech, Hunter, Wrecker, and of course Omega. Crosshair, who is on still on the Empire with the Empire, but the fact that Hunter and
so Mega.
Tech, Hunter and Tech, even Omega possibly too. I don't know for sure. Uh, they still they most likely still have the chips in them, but it probably has to affect them in some matter, and all that stuff to do to something. Because the fact that Crosshair still does have the chip, and we see what happens to him, and all that stuff, it makes you think
Yeah.
of what could happen with that. And we're also getting but other than that, we're also seeing like the disconnect in a way.
Everyone's.
The
Oh.
disconnect with the Caminos and the Empire. We're seeing more of that and all that stuff. How they're like they want to make sure that the Empire is using clones, and because it's their only
Yeah.
business, it's their only business with this and all that stuff. So that's another story right there. That's gonna be interesting to see. Um, everything
I still
else,
think they're gonna end up making Star Killer.
Star Star Killer. What?
Yeah. He's a clone. He's a force sensitive
How does Star
Star Killer.
Killer?
You didn't play the game?
I know of Star Killer, but I've played some of one. Uh, it's just like I don't see
They would
how.
have to change a little bit of his lore, but it'd be dope to add him by that way.
I don't know, because like the guy that played him, like he's like a hardcore Star Wars fan to a point of work where he's
Yeah, that's true.
more.
I think I'm pretty sure he'd be okay with them
I mean,
changing the lore a little bit.
don't get me
It
wrong.
would just be a little bit.
He voiced Maul, and he voiced
Yeah,
Maul. So I don't. That's not a bad thing right there. But I think like, I again at the same time, it's like I've seen like clips when he does interviews with Star Wars related, and it feels like he's more of he's more kind of like the gatekeeping kind of thing in a way,
yeah,
and all that stuff and everything. And don't get me wrong, I love him as Maul. I think he's amazing as Maul. But I feel like if when it comes to this new thing that we have within Star Wars right now, like I feel like he's kind of against it in a way.
yeah.
Um,
I can see.
and I think like bringing and then the fact that uh, what was that? What was the game called?
Force Awakens.
No, that's episode 7.
Force Unleashed. Force Unleashed. Okay.
Uh,
Force Unleashed.
since those two games are not,
Let's keep them close together.
no,
It's the
is it really?
Force Unleashed. The Force Awakens.
Well, because it says the Force, yeah. But I mean,
Yeah.
but I think like since they're not canon,
Yeah, that's why I feel like he'd be more open to them adjusting the lore a little bit to fit
we'll
this
see.
story.
We'll see. I don't.
Because I mean, it wasn't like if it was still in Legends, right? Isn't Force Unleashed in Legends technically?
It's pretty much that's what it's
It's part of
categorized
Legends, huh?
under Legends, yeah. Because it's not. It was never technically like a canon thing originally before Disney bought
Yeah.
Lucasfilms. It was always its own thing, in a way.
Yes. So I'm
So
pretty sure he'd be okay with, or open to the idea of them, because it would just have to be very little that they would
so
have to play around with.
because since you've played it and I don't know much about it, he was a clone.
Yeah, he's a force sensitive clone.
He's a force sensitive clone, but he a clone of Jango Fett though?
No,
Okay,
he's a clone of. Oh shit. I can't remember who he's a clone of.
yeah, because that's why
Damn, I haven't played the game in so damn long.
that's where it confused me for the
I'll
fact
look
that
it up to you. Yeah, no, it's not Jango Fett. But as we see the Cameron is talking, knows what I'm saying when they're saying that Jango Fett's copy is getting weaker and weaker because they're just
Mhm.
copying a copy and copying a copy,
uh
and they're saying they gotta look for someone else. What if that's like the next step in their
oh,
cloning
that would
evolution?
be Star Killer's original person
Yeah,
where he got cloned from. Okay,
yeah.
okay, 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 that makes sense.
Like,
Okay, that makes
okay,
sense.
well, because
But
the reason they picked Jango Fett was he was the best fighter
yeah,
or the best, hunter. So it makes sense for them to pick someone that's force sensitive, maybe a Sith or Jedi, depending, to make the next step in the clone evolution to make
uh,
them force sensitive. I mean, there's hints to Omega being force sensitive,
yeah,
so
we already know that. Yeah, Omega being force
yeah.
sensitive.
And then we know the doctor from Mandalorian was working with the Kaminoans because of his medals,
Oh
and he was working on the force sensitive thing with Yoda and the clone. I mean, the
yeah,
Snoke's
but
thing.
but that's like post Return of the Jedi though. Also, so it's like that's a lot
Yeah,
that
but
time gap.
it could be like them trying to do stuff.
I
So
mean, if it's a Star Killer thing, then that'll be kind of interesting to see to implement it. I mean,
yeah,
they brought Thrawn from the Legend lore into this
yeah,
within Rebels,
exactly.
so like anything's possible really,
Yeah.
and everything. So it's like I mean that'll be interesting to see and all that stuff, and it'll be his own thing. I don't think they'll make the games canon now because on all that stuff, but
Uh,
I feel like it's just gonna be
I don't
it'll be part of
see
this.
that.
Like there'll be something branching out of it, but it'll be within this new canon of sort and everything.
Yeah,
I mean,
this new.
like does he do something and somehow does no that doesn't make sense because like he would have been in Rebels and all that stuff since Vader was in Rebels.
Yeah,
We'll see. Fallen Jedi too.
that'd be dope.
Ooh, I can't wait till they announce that. They have to announce that because I don't. It's not. I know it's not official or anything like that. But if when they announce that, I'm gonna be hyped for that. I'm gonna be so hyped for that game. I love the
Fallen
first
Jedi.
Fallen Jedi. Yeah,
Isn't it Fallen Order?
Fallen Order. You know, Jedi Fallen Order.
I was like, I was like,
That's
wait,
why I call
Fallen
it. That's what
Jedi.
I always called it. That's what I called it because I knew it was that, but I always called it something else.
I was like, wait, that's not what it was. I was like, what? It was like
Hmm.
in the back of my mind. I was like, was
Yeah,
it? Like,
yeah.
again,
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Jedi the Fallen.
Star Wars Jedi
Jedi.
Fallen Order. I always called it the other way around because it's just me.
I don't even mention Jedi whenever I talk about it. I just say the Fallen Order.
Yeah. Um.
Like, yeah.
Oh, but yeah. But whenever that gets announced, I'll be so hyped. I'll be so hyped.
Did
'Cause
you played it, right?
I played and
Like,
beat
all
it. I played and beat it.
Oh, okay.
I'm wait.
Okay.
It's getting a Xbox Series X PS5 upgrade.
Oh, okay.
So I'm probably gonna end up playing it again and all that stuff just for that. So I'm excited for that. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
That's good. Have
It
you
was
played
such a good game.
Oh man.
Battlefront 2?
Old Republic. No, Old Republic.
No, that I have not played.
You should play the Old Republic. It's good.
You know,
It's good.
stuff. No, I hear good things about it and all that stuff, but it was just.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, are you talking about Old Republic like that, the MMO style one game, or
Both of them.
the like the actual single player Knights of the Old Republic, like that one?
Uh, I'd say I played them both. I'd recommend the Knights of the Republic
I
over the other one.
because I think I have it because it was an original Xbox game and they had it for like backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
So I think I have it. So I might have to check that. I did play it a bit and all that stuff. But when you get into it and you're like, because it's an original Xbox game, so it's like you're seeing.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa,
Yeah. You're like, wow,
like
we've
this is
came a long.
something. Like we came a long ways from this
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
From
It is,
Lara
but it
Croft.
didn't like, but it didn't like stop me. It didn't like stop me from not playing it. I just ended up playing like other stuff and everything like that when I got it
Oh, okay.
and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because I was like, okay, I got this and all that stuff. And then like I ended up playing other things and I was like, crap, I gotta get back into this somehow.
Yeah. Have
Um,
you played Battlefront though, right? 1 and 2.
I played 1. I played 2. I still need to finish the goddamn single player for 2 and all that stuff.
Have you played the original ones from PS2 as well?
No, I've never played those. I knew how fun those
Oh,
were,
okay.
but I never played them
Oh, okay.
and all that
What
stuff.
about I had a game that
And
I
since
didn't
those are
want to
not
believe
canon,
that was real.
okay. Though the newer ones, 1 and 2, about the newer
Yeah.
ones, those are canon.
Yeah, because they're made in the newer timeline. I know.
Well, 1 is more set like prequel. I think it was like original game and prequels. 2 introduces everything, like adds the new trilogy and then everything else and all that
Yeah.
stuff. And then of course the single player, which is a new, which is now which that part is now canon.
Yeah. Dope. It's a big single player one. I had a game when I was younger. I don't even know where it is anymore. I couldn't find it. So like I just figured I made it up in my mind. Apparently it's real. It's Jango Fett. Have you played that game? It's just a Jango Fett game. And yeah, I don't I don't remember much of it, but I remember having it and it was weird. Uh, I found it recently on eBay, like for like $5. And I was it is real. I was just
Yeah,
googling like Jango to see if
yeah,
it was real for the longest.
yeah.
And I found it. I was like,
I think what I'm gonna do this summer, um, I'm just gonna find games that like I haven't finished, and then just install those and just play them. Like, actually, like to get a little off tangent for a bit, before we jump back in, I just downloaded because I already had because I had it because we got it for free. Uh, Ratchet and Clank.
oh, it's good.
I'm
It's really good.
I haven't started it yet, but I plan on doing it because Rift Apart looks really good, like especially with the how it looks and everything. So I'm gonna jump into that
Yeah,
and all that stuff, and then I think I'm gonna go through my Xbox games and then like check what I haven't no I haven't finished, and then just download that stuff, and then try to like throughout the summer try to like play as much of them as possible through certain
yeah.
all that stuff. But
This is this is really off topic. This isn't even a that's a story game. It's not really like serious story game. I think it's meant for kids. I remember playing it when I was like a teenager, and I thought it was really fun. Disney Universe, I think.
you mean
Have you
Infinity?
played that game? No.
Infinite? Oh, no.
This
I
is
know what you're talking about.
before.
I know what you're talking about now. No, I
Yeah,
never
where
played it.
you're like in costume.
No, I never played it.
It's a really fun game. I remember having it for like the Wii or something like that, and I recently found it on PlayStation Store. But if you just want to relax and not like just chill out for a little bit, I actually really recommend that game. It's a really calm game. Uh, and also like there's like DLC and stuff that I didn't even know about. But I do really recommend that game. Over off topic real quick. Especially if you have Disney movies, which I know you do. There's like all of them were Disney themed, Disney park themed. It's a really fun game. It's calming.
Mm. But anyways, back to Star Wars Bad Batch. Uh,
Oh yeah,
With
that's what we're
this,
talking about.
I think here's to get back to everything. Like everything about the episode was good. I love Hunter and Hunter and Omega and all that stuff and everything and how they try to get her out there and all that, how she didn't want to be they didn't want her out there. She wants to do something. I love the whole family aspect of it of making her trying to be at the team, but also knowing that she is a kid and she needs like her own space and stuff like that. Uh, the crosshair
I just
story.
one gripe. Actually, now that I think about it,
What?
I do have one gripe.
What?
If you're gonna have an oxygen mask, I understand. Yeah, Star Wars is in a galaxy far, far away, and they're really technological and everything. But his mask came off so easy when he got smacked. Don't you think they should make a strap that like straps on your head
But I
somehow?
think that's where the technical part comes in, where it's just automatically stick to it and don't need the
Well,
back
yeah,
strap.
but it obviously fell off extremely easy when
Well,
he got
yeah,
hit against the wall.
well, of course, because it's like even though it can stick to the face and everything like that, of course it's gonna be able to come off and all that stuff since there's no back strap
Yeah,
and all that stuff.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I know they're technologically advanced and they're all these marvels, but personally, I would have still wanted like a strap around my head just in case I get in that situation.
Well, maybe
Like,
whoever designed it probably originally had the idea of having the back strap, but felt like it was it was uncomfortable and all that stuff during testing
I
and decided
wouldn't
not
be
to do it.
uncomfortable
That
passed out from getting oxygen because they're on a different planet. I mean, if Omega didn't give his mask, who knows?
anyways, I love I so I'm enjoying the show and all that stuff. Is does it hype me up as much as like Mandalorian when on a weekly basis? Not as much, I'll be honest, but I'm still it's enough to make me want to like wait until midnight to watch this show because it's I do want to see because it's
Yeah,
like I'm eager to see it. It's also something like I do want to kind of like replay and watch again to get that familiarity and all that stuff with it and all for that and that's a good thing about it. But I don't know. It just seems like people. I get the whole thing. It's like it's from uh Dave Filoni's the one that's watching over the show. Who's done Clone Wars and Rebels and everything like that, and he has his own thing to it. Of course, and a Mandalorian also, and it has like his own thing to it and everything like that. But at the same time, it's like it is its own thing. This is its own thing. This is with a different set of characters on a different set of situations of what's happening and all that stuff. It's giving us a story. It's giving a piece of story in the Star Wars lore that we don't know much about, which is after Order 66 and everything. And we're
yeah.
seeing this, and we're getting this from a clone's perspective, also, which is more interesting about it too. Also, if this is not coming from like the Empire, the Rebellion, or a Jedi or anything like that, these are from defective clones and all that stuff, and that them themselves don't know what's going on really and all that stuff, and trying to figure out themselves and
Well, we
everything.
also got the book. Did you read the book?
I don't read the books.
It's from Caleb's perspective.
Uh,
Uh, yeah, it's basically what's happening in Bad Batch, but from Caleb's perspective.
mm-hmm.
It's really
Yeah,
good. I recommend.
but it's
It's a real page.
yeah. I love the show. I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time. I think the fact of how the pace is going for the fact that this is if I'm what do we say like 16 episodes if I remember correctly. Um, I love it. I'm enjoying it because of that and all that stuff because we're gonna get to see more and we're gonna see more and all that stuff for this and I'm very excited to see what happens with this and all that stuff. Uh,
Yeah, no doubt.
yeah. Other than that, that is the end of this episode because we went longer than we were supposed to with this one because we're doing this hella late. But to end this episode, not end all things. Uh, any last words before we
To
go?
end, uh, what was I gonna say? I had something in mind. Read more books. I'll just say that. I don't. That's not what I had in mind, but it is now. It is.
I feel like
You should. You guys should read more books.
I feel that's like throwing shade at me. But anyways,
No, no. You shouldn't read books. Read more books.
uh,
It's good.
but anyways,
It's
other than
knowledge.
that, we thank you for joining us for another episode of the No Name Podcast. I am Ricky. This is Manny. You can catch us every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and many other audio services. If you don't know, again, I
Now you
stream.
know.
I wasn't gonna go that far with it, but okay. Don't don't forget more content is coming. We will have the reactions parts of the Bad Batch episodes coming out this weekend. Audio listeners, be prepared for have every single episode finally showing on your audio podcast service that you have. More content, other stuff is coming on the way also with me and Manny coming up with some ideas for that stuff. We just need to pick a day of record. We just need to pick a day of recording it, which we'll discuss on Monday apparently.
Yep.
And
On Monday.
and also
We'll
remember.
live stream the meeting on Monday.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna. Might as well just announce this. We might as well. You don't want to talk about it?
Okay. I was gonna say wait a little bit.
You want to wait?
Yeah. We'll let it sizzle.
Okay. Even though we're supposed to do it like it's coming in like in a few days.
Oh, then yeah, we should talk about it then. I thought it was like in a week.
No, it's It's happening in the next couple days.
Oh yeah, we should tell them.
Because next weekend is that weekend.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so we're gonna announce this. So we're gonna announce this now. We're gonna announce this now and everything. If you've made it this far in the episode and got to this point, we congratulate you for knowing this. But we'll probably end up announcing this in the socials anyways. For next week's episode, we're gonna actually record it a day early, but we're actually gonna do it live out of pure for no reason. It is happening on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/I'm only Ricky. 7 p.m. I think is when we're gonna do this. I think 7 p.m. is when we're gonna start.
Sure.
That means I have to double check and see if that works. I'll figure it out later though.
Yeah.
No, to
call
see
if producer and director. See if it's okay.
I am the producer and director.
Oh, call yourself.
Okay, so 6:45 is probably when we'll start the stream. 7:00 is when we'll start the episode. And it goes on from there. So you're welcome to join us, talk in the chat and everything like that. If it comes to a point where we look at
and also let us know what you came from, Spotify, Anchor, because I want to know.
If you happen to be in chat, we'll probably react to it. If you probably drop questions, that's fine also, and all that stuff. I will check the chat for sure, and everything on that. Also, again, back to the Twitch account. Remember, I do stream on Twitch now, Friday through Sunday. We'll probably a special one this Thursday, and of course the podcast recording happening on Sunday. Remember,
I stream Monday through Thursday.
He has not streamed in the last 3 days. Anyways, for those who don't know, to get back, if I hit Twitch affiliate by the end of June, which is June 30th, I will stream for the Resident Evil series on the month of October, so that way you can see me get scared and all that stuff. And I'm very nervous about that. All that stuff, in all honesty. Don't forget to drop, if you happen to see this and you do drop by the stream on the days when we're not going to do the live recording, you're more welcome to on that. Don't forget to drop a follow, check out the stream, join the chat, we'll talk and we get everything like that, and just have a good time. All right. So other than that, we thank you again for joining us for this week's podcast. We'll catch you we'll catch you at the live recording if we see you there. If not, we'll catch you next Wednesday. All right. Peace.
Bye.